Hello and welcome to the final stream for the playthrough celebrating this game's 10th anniversary. So we're in Phase 3. And Phase 3, trying to get as many deaths as possible in different locations, different circumstances, failing QTEs, all that kind of stuff. So I'll be finishing off the entire playthrough today. For this stream, which is going to be short overall really, it's not going to take me a whole lot of time to finish the game from where we are, even if I am stopping to die on purpose. But for this stream, I've made active the channel points reward for people to redeem and change which outfit Lara's wearing. And normally it's 2,000 points and it lasts for an hour of real time. Longer if no one else redeems it after that hour to change it to something else, of course. But for this stream, because it's going to be a short one overall, I wanted to make the outfit reward available because I've already gone through every single outfit individually, one per stream. So I wanted the final stream to have that channel points reward. So I've reduced the points down to 500, and the time though is less because I wanted to make sure that people who might want to actually change the outfit have as many opportunities to do so as possible. So the cooldown time, instead of being an hour like it normally is only going to be 20 minutes. So when it gets redeemed, the outfit change will last for 20 minutes, and I'll just keep Lara in whichever outfit gets chosen. But if someone wants to change the outfit to something else again, then after that 20 minutes is gone by, the redemption will be active again. But that's just for this stream though. If I bring back the Lara's outfit channel point in future playthroughs, it won't be that amount of points and that cooldown. But I figured because it would only be potentially used for this short stream, I wanted to reduce the amount of points it cost and also the cooldown amount. Okay, so we've reached a new location, the Shipwreck Beach. Something that we haven't done yet is actually make Lara jump off of something from a great height and fall to her death. It's time to get that one sorted. The current amount of times I've killed Lara is 118 times in the last stream. Alright, so that's falling off in that location. Now what I want to do is get one for Lara being swept away in the water. Might not be able to get that one to happen yet. In that case, let's see if we can blow Lara up with one of these on the beach. If it doesn't kill me in one hit, then that's fair enough. Nice, it worked. Alright, there is a spot though where I can have Lara fall off into the water. Alright, so I don't know if there's any other spot with water that will give us a different death animation or a different thing of impact. But I'll test that elsewhere.
I'm here. Lara!
Alex will be sorry he missed out on this.
Yeah. Where is Alex?
Heading over to the Endurance, grab some tools for Reyes.
Jonah, give the hoist a try.
This has got to be our best chance, right?
We've got to try.
I'm glad you decided to join us, Lara.
What can I do to help?
Help Jonah.
Shit. We'd be able to lift him more smoothly with some kind of block and tackle.
You're right. I should be able to fashion one from some pulleys.
There might be some on that rigging we can use. I'll check it out.
Be careful, Lara.
Just want to showcase this funny moment. I already have in the first
I'm gonna see
phase,
if I can get this gun working.
but I want to show it off in this phase for the final phase of the celebration playthrough.
Anything I can do?
Just stay out of the way.
You think those things will still fire?
They need a bit of cleaning, but yeah, they'll work.
Hopefully we won't need to use them. Sam, be careful there.
Hey, Lara's not the only one who can... Shit!
Watch it, Sam!
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's all right.
Yeah.
Just take it easy.
Don't touch anything.
And don't put your lips on anything. As the shopkeeper in Secret of Monkey Island would say. Alright, so there's some rocks here, but maybe we can land in spikes. And we can actually land there. Interesting. Hey there, Yubei. Alright, let's try it here. Now, if Lara only hits a rock, then I won't count it because we've already seen her hit a rock. But I just want to see if there's anything else in the environment she can hit. No, we've already got that one, so I won't count that one. Oh, really, Yubei? Oh, that's so annoying when that happens.
like they got guns.
I don't know. Let me think.
Radio's been dead for hours. We're cut off, brother. But what the hell are we gonna do?
God damn it! Shut up for a second. Let me think. Something's going on. You saw the smoke coming from the mountain.
Yeah, but that could mean anything.
Go in at nightfall.
Wait, you think that's a good idea? Maybe we should just wait here for the next ship.
Yeah, we'll be waiting a long goddamn time. Something's wrong, brother. Get your shit ready. We leave at sundown.
Freezing every time, bruh. Precious. Got him. Got him. Got him.
Thanks for redeeming that. Since we're in a new area in the game, we haven't died from a combat situation yet, so let's do that.
Get close.
You need a better angle.
Let's go.
I'm coming for you. Yes, we got her.
Alright, so that's a combat death in a new location.
I don't know. Let me think.
Radio's been dead for hours. We're cut off, brother. What the hell?
Don't think there's much there that will change. It's probably just rocks again. So I won't worry about trying a death here in the water.
There it is.
Thanks.
What's wrong?
Alex should have been back by now. It's Dr. Whitman.
Jonah, help!
How many are there?
I don't know.
Are you hurt?
Not going to see anyone.
Must have scared them off. Feel like I've run for miles.
And you've barely broken a sweat.
Must be fitter than I thought.
You could have led them straight to us, like you did back at the palace.
What?
That's not how it was, Lara. They caught me while you were getting Sam.
What the hell's this about?
They said it was the only way they'd let you and the others live. I tried to warn you.
We don't have time for this. Look, I don't know what the problem is between the two of you, and to tell you the truth, I don't much care.
I was only hoping.
Look, another word and I swear to God I'll start smashing that expensive dentistry of yours.
Stop. If we fight amongst ourselves, then we lose.
You're right. Which is why this is not happening, okay?
I'm going after Alex. Where were the tools?
The engine room. Look, he can take care of himself, Lara.
Good. Then we'll be back soon.
Lara, wait. Here, take this bow. I've been saving it for you ever since I found it. It's powerful. Can shoot an arrow into almost anything.
Thank you, Jonah.
Alright, so... there's more deaths to get. Alright, I just want to see if falling in this part of the water has a different thing that Lara bumps into if she falls. So let's test it out. No. We've already seen that, so I'm not going to count that one. Hey there, Lucinda. Good morning to you. Going really good today, thanks. Had a really good day. Took things nice and slow. I wanted to have a stream day that was short. Just because I wanted a stream day that was short. So that was good. Plus I did some stuff for my annual Tomb Raider streams. Sorted out an annual image to post on the About Me and working through the individual games images for the About Me to swap out every time and all that kind of stuff. But tomorrow's stream will also be a late start and short because I'll be doing some things with family tomorrow, so it's always good to just, you know, not do 7, 8, 10 hour streams every day. Listen, they're cool, always good to get some stream work done. It really is, you know, and there's,
okay, I'm getting close to the Endurance. What do you need exactly?
Alex, we were getting worried. I'm gonna need a breaker bar and the rest of my kit. I can't fix this boat without them.
All right, I'm on it.
Lara is heading your way. You should wait for her.
Lara? No, I got this. I'm heading in. Going radio silent.
Alex, what are you doing?
And normally too, like, I don't really wait. Like, normally when I do my images for the About Me for a certain game, I'll wait till, you know, sometimes a week before I know I'm going to start it, or, you know, a few days or whatnot. But I decided for the Tomb Raider ones that I'd get a head start, because then that way I don't have to worry as well. Because there'll be other images I need to sort out for other games as well as we go through the rest of the year, so... But how's things going with you? How did you go with Hades? This is still the shipwreck beach area, so I'm not going to worry about getting a different death here. But there is another location coming up.
So what they say? What's going on up there?
Killed anyone in her way.
Seriously? Who the hell is she?
I don't know. I think she came in with that new wreck. Killed Black, was around.
She killed one of the Russians.
Not just one. She took out Dmitri, Nikolai, too. See what's home for us? He's running over the salvage hop on that ship she came in on. I don't think he knows what's going on. Glad I ain't on that crew.
Lucinda, you made it to the final boss fight 2 or 3 more times yesterday, but you were in worse and worse condition with each further attempt. You don't think you're going to be able to beat it, so you're just going to play the game and get what we get today and call it. I do not blame you one bit, Lucinda, at all, and the thing is, you've done so good in that game to get where you are. Like, it seems like one of those games that just has so many different things to keep track of, but also so many stat-based stuff that, you know, could either go in your favor or go against you, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But you've definitely put in a lot of effort and hours into that game as well, for sure. Listen, you also looked at the achievements and you don't think it actually ends at completing the final boss rush, even though that's the primary goal. You believe that many things open up after you finish that. Yeah, and that would be something that is difficult to put into a thing of, hey, you know, this is what it takes to get to this point, and that only. If there's other things that can come about as well, it just makes things extra time consuming. I forgot to actually let go of that. I'm counting that as a QTE, so I need to fail it on purpose, but I don't think it'll be enough for Lara to die from it, but we'll just need to test it out anyway. No, it wasn't going to work anyway because Lara auto grabs. I didn't even press anything. Lucinda, right, and you're very happy with your progress and you still absolutely love the game and recommend it to anyone. But it's definitely designed for people who play one game and one game only. That's true, all the hours and hours that needs to be put into it, and you know, especially too if you want to do like a full entire playthrough 100%, get everything done as well. And it'll be great for you to have like another different game to sink your teeth into as well, along with the Assassin's Creed games, because that's the other thing too. Like, as much as I love the Assassin's Creed series, it's one of those things where I'm glad that there's so many games in the series that I can jump between. Like, my annual playthroughs is different because I do a certain order, but when it comes to outside of that, I can, you know, pick and choose which one I want to do, what type of playthrough, and it helps keep it fresh for me as well.
That should do it. What the hell are we gonna tell the enforcers? Don't worry about it. I need help!
And I need better aiming. Alright, so this is a tomb, and in this playthrough I'm treating tombs as new locations. And so we need to go into this challenge tomb and suss out which ways we can kill Lara off in. Sometimes in this playthrough it's felt so funny to be saying things like, let's investigate this new location and see which ways we can kill the character in. Because the last time I did any playthrough related to this game that was about dying, it was don't die. This playthrough, it's like, I've had this death, yes, but what about second death? And what about 10,000th death? We haven't had that yet. I don't think that's deep enough for me to die from. I guess not. I guess it was deep enough for me to die from. Okay, that's that sorted. Alright, so if I go further into the tomb, I should be able to create a checkpoint if I interact with the fire. You must love his shotguns. Shotgun shells. Lucinda, oh shit, I forgot to try to die there. Yeah, I'm actually wondering if there's a challenge tomb I overlooked as well somewhere along the line. Like, there's one that's gnawing at me, and later I'll actually just suss it out and see if I have actually done it. Alright, so we can die from falling in this tomb from that height. Let's see what else we can discover. Oh, that's right, this is the one with water and electricity. Hey there, Mr. Gote. How's things going for you, dude? $500 XP. Thank you very, very, very much. Alright, so now we should have a checkpoint here. Commando rifle. Skill point. I'm still avoiding getting the skill that allows us to take less damage. Because when I want to actually die, I don't want to have to spend 20 minutes trying to have that happen. Increase the damage, I'm always up for that.
This was part of the research facility. Were they sent here to investigate the storms?
Sure was, Lara, and they sure were, Lara.
The power's still on. How is that possible?
So here we go. This is where we can have Lara get electrocuted. Mr. Gote, you're going good. You're weeks away from a new PC CPU, and then in September, a new GPU, and it's going to be a big 24GB card. Oh, really? Wow. That's great, though, dude. It seems like everything's progressing along very nicely with your build. Ooh, this looks fun. Oh, I thought it'd be more dramatic than that. Let's see if we can get something different. If I do a little trick. Pull this along here. Great use of that emote, Lucinda, for that situation. Mr. Gote, well, the build is 80% done. You got case cooler, memory, SSD, etc. Well, that's good. It's always good to cover all your bases as well and get everything that you need. Actually, I won't be able to do what I was wanting to do. It's not gonna let me. Unless... Okay. Yeah, that's enough for that, but let's see if we can knock it back in the water. Alright, now. Can I do something? No. Nothing else to drag it to. Can I kick this along? No. Alright, can't do what I was going to do. I was going to try and see if I could make that electric thing fall on top of Lara, but the game's not having it. Hey there, Harbinger, welcome on in. That's not accurate enough. She's supposed to get 4th degree burns at least. Try again. Yeah, you would think that would be the outcome. But it is not. Can I jimmy this a bit? Shame I can't knock this away. Can I shotgun it? Looks like I can't. Drag that across. It doesn't have enough momentum. I can't jump up on it from this depth. So I don't think I can get the thing to fall on top of Lara's head. Although, hang on. Yeah, that's not going to work either because it needs to interact with the water. That's as close to the edge as I can get it. The game's like, here's a hint. Ooh, that's as close to the edge as we're gonna get it. It's still not gonna fall on Lara's head and kill her. Because I doubt the light. No. Oh well, it was worth a try. Alright, there's nothing else in this place for us to die. I've already done the dying from a great height, and we've already done the dying from jumping into electrified water. Now it's time to leave this challenge tomb and press forward in our search for more deaths. You know, this could be a new speedrun category for games in general. See who can die in all the ways possible in a game the quickest from start to finish. because the reticule's not going red. Sometimes in games, even before the reticule goes red, or in games where the reticule goes red, letting you know that you're at least the right distance away from what you're shooting. In some games, even if it's not red, you still might be close enough for it to register a shot to be able to do it. But not this game. Not this game. I was actually thinking the other day that maybe a direction I could take some things in with the channel is speed runs, but not calling them that, because I feel that when you mention the word speed run, it immediately puts a few thoughts in people's minds about what to expect out of it and what to expect from the streamer of it. Like when you say speedrun, some would say, oh, so you're going to become a professional speedrunner? And the answer would be no. I don't have the amount of time necessary to dedicate to a game to perfect it in a way where it's like getting through it quickly and spending months and just playing that alone. Like I can't do that. I need to play other games as well. Some would think that it would be a competition thing, you know, like trying to get a time to put on a leaderboard somewhere. But I've thought of the idea of doing playthroughs of games where I don't keep track of every single segment. You know, like I don't say, hey, I got through this sequence in 5 minutes, which means I need to get through the next sequence in, 4 minutes. Something like that. But do a way of playing where it's more like what a fun run would be, where you're not really worried about winning the race. You're just having fun doing the activity. Listen, do you call yours fast runs?
They're tearing it apart.
That's a good way to put it, actually, to doing like a fast run instead, where you're not trying to refine how long it takes you to get through the game to, beat a personal best in a very detailed, kind of way, or against other people. So I'm going to treat this as a new location because we're at a new, campsite. It's the Bunker Vista. So that means we need to jump off something. Now the thing about that is we've got water here, which will just be the same, but we've already got a water death, but we only got it in that other location, and this is the only place that we've been able to actually get a death from being swept away in the water. So there haven't been any other points in the story before this point where I could have got swept away in the water to see the death animation. But what I'm going to do is, since we're in a new location, I'm still going to have the death from being swept away in the water in each new location, now that we can get it done in all the locations where we can. So here goes. Alright, so that was just a regular fall, which I'm going to count because I also need to get that for this area. But it's not a swept away in the water kind of thing. Listen, to the ones where you use in-game unlocks, like infinite ammo, are fun runs. Yeah, with the Resident Evil, where you do it like that. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Because I think too, people who seek speedrunners, there's a certain level of expectation that they would have from the streamer who's saying, if I was just to say I'm going to be speedrunning this, whereas, yeah, calling it something different and not that. I mean, yeah, you might get some people say who aren't familiar with speedruns say, so fast run, so you're going to speed run it, you know. Great delineation. But there's a lot of games that like I can get through in one sitting, but because I'm someone who loves to watch the cutscenes still, it means that it still takes me longer to get through a game. Like if I wanted to, I could play this game from start to finish in one stream if I gave myself enough time, and not worry about getting through it quickly, as in, you know, doing what's necessary to make it fast. Just go through the game and that.
All right, try now.
And still watch the cutscenes. But if I was to do that, but not watch the cutscenes, skip them, then that'd be a different story. And obviously, I wouldn't do that kind of thing with a first playthrough anyway, so... Since we're in a new location as well, we need to get a combat kill. Combat death.
Get over here! Get down here!
There we go, got an explosion to boot. Hey there, Zereth. Welcome on in. You call them yeet runs. Actually, there was a death yesterday in this stream of Lara where she was yeeted off by an enemy.
If there was a problem, they'd call down. But what about the radio? Nothing but static all night. Something's going on. Brother, I told you to be silent. Stop this. Get down here! We have an intruder!
Zereth, they see her yeeting and splatting. I find the grenades from the grenade launcher in this game can be ridiculous. Like sometimes you can aim literally at the enemy and shoot them and it misses them. Lara the Assassin. That's true. I guess there's so many games in existence where the main character kills enemies in which you could call them assassins. However, they are not the assassins from Assassin's Creed. And also, Tomb Raider and Lara Croft predates Assassin's Creed. (1996) versus 2007. Zereth's stealth challenge version of the game. Well, I have been thinking about doing a stealth challenge with Rise and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. This game's a bit more unforgiving though, because the enemies don't lose sight of you. Or lose track of you, I should say. Once they've detected you. right, more spawn in from this side. But yeah, it's much better in Rise and Shadow if you want to do a stealth challenge playthrough, because they provide a lot more situations where you can be fully stealthy. I mean, don't get me wrong, in this game too, there's some moments where you can be stealthy and kill every enemy without them detecting you. There's a few situations like that. But in Rise and Shadow, there's more stealth situations given to the player that you can take advantage of. Where you could take out entire enemies in an entire section without being detected at all. Why that doesn't kill that? I know he's armored, but how many grenades near him does he need to die? Like, seriously. Okay, game, whatever. Zereth, you just looked at Darkest Dungeon. You have 75 out of 120 achievements. That is a lot of achievements that you need to get in total. I need to get a death from falling in this spot, so I'm not going to get that just yet.
Alex, what kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into?
It's gotten into a lot of trouble, actually, Alex. Zereth, Rod, you and Cook inspired you to do a challenge run of the game when you set up. Oh, cool. Which game? Like Darkest Dungeon? That's cool. Oops, wrong button. That's in Rise that we press that for alternate fires. There we go. That flag's always one that you can sort of forget. Alright, so let's get... I don't know where the checkpoint will be, though. Actually, I'll get this on the way back. We have to come back to this area anyway, so I may as well get the death from falling, Lara's death in this spot when we come back this way.
The date.
Alright, so there should be a checkpoint created once we interact with the fireplace here. Fire pit, fire spot, fire thingamajiggy. Alright, so what do we got here? Alright, so let's do a jump to the death. New area. New deaths have to be done. Yeah, Zereth bounces. Alright, there's no water to actually fall into and be swept away from in this spot. Alright, now we need to get killed in this spot in combat. Well, that one took a while. I was a bit preemptive with that. But I kind of just wanted to get killed by the other enemies, not by him.
You two, go restack that cargo for transport after you finish with that. You want more of that?
Oh, come on, enemy, shoot at me. There we go. That's a death from being killed by those other enemies. Azereth, Blood Moon, hardest difficulty, but torchless. Not a huge challenge, but makes it harder. 16 deaths max and no torches makes enemies tougher and other things. Oh yeah, because that's one of those roguelike or roguelite games, isn't it? Darkest Dungeon. Alright, let's see if we can get killed by being... because he just punches. I'll kill these two side enemies first.
I'll show you what this little rat can do.
See if he'll do grabs or punches.
Get the fuck away from me! Yeah! Back off! You like that? Get the fuck away from me!
I'm trying to get Lara to die from being thrown by him, not just punched by him.
That hurts, huh? Back off, rat!
It's just too... come on, game.
Get away!
Looks like being grabbed doesn't do any damage. No wonder why. Like, you'd think being grabbed and thrown would do damage, but it doesn't. Which is why there's enough time for the screen to go back to normal. Aw. Wanted to die by being grabbed and thrown, not just punched, because we've already gotten the death where Lara's just punched by this dude.
Get the fuck away from me! Back off!
Like, let's wait till there's no blood on the screen. Now, watch what happens when he throws me versus when he punches me. So he goes for the punch, now for the throw. Lose no health whatsoever. Alright, so since the game won't let me die from being picked up and thrown, I won't be able to get that as a death with this dude. Alright, in this case we move on to getting deaths by failing QTEs while fighting him. Zereth, if you succeed you might do a different challenge after. That's a good way to do it too as well. And find out what kinds of challenges you really feel like you want to do.
Your weapons do nothing. Back off, rat!
Alright, so that's just what happens if you fail that QT.
I'm gonna end you, bro!
Alright, so all he does is grab us. He doesn't do anything different at different stages of the QTE sequence. Alright, so the only way that I was able to die from him is when he punches you so much that you die. Him grabbing me and throwing does no damage to me whatsoever. That's a bit disappointing. I was hoping for different kinds of way to die from that character. But it is what it is. Yeah, Zereth. It's like, oh, come on, game.
So much has happened.
So I think if you leave this room earlier than I am now, there's actually that bit of music that you miss out on. I think, anyway. I think you only get that bit in the music if you actually make Lara stay in here for a while.
Where's the rest of this room? Down below.
Alright, we've already been killed in combat
Found someone alive?
in this location, but we haven't jumped to our death in this location. There we go, we're now at 130 deaths. That's how many times I've killed Lara.
Where's the rest of this room? Down below. They went after a survivor. They found someone. No. 'Cause 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 'cause
It's interesting how that music's still playing even though we should have combat music. There we go, so we got that death. It took a while though, like... It's been the funny thing in this playthrough, there's been some situations where you would think that it wouldn't take much to kill you, and yet Lara just keeps on going.
What's going on? Are you alright?
I'm pinned down in here. It doesn't look good.
No! Damn it, the door's blocked! Damn it. The track's blocked. If I could get up there somehow, I might be able to clear it.
Oh, you weren't thinking, Alex. I mean, you were thinking, but...
Okay, got it.
Your thought process was, maybe I will get noticed by Lara if I put myself in danger to prove that I'm heroic.
Alex! Alex! Oh God, I've got to get in there. Alex! I'll have you out of there soon. All right, now to clear the way.
How Lara did not get that hook to actually just, you know, kill her there is just amusing. But I wasn't trying to get that, by the way. You have to actually do this to get to that position. Yeah, Zera's like, Alex, notice me.
Oh, Alex. You got the tools.
Finally, I impressed you.
Let's get you out of here.
God, God.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it looks like my dance career is over.
What are you doing? You'll kill us!
I'm not gonna make it out of here, Lara. Take the tools.
Not without you!
How often does a guy like me get to be a hero? Nowhere to run! The others are counting on us. Go! Now!
He won't wash his face for the rest of his life. if I knew that not pressing it just pauses it like this, I would have done this in the previous phase to get the music that plays in full. So it really wants me to press this. It gives you every opportunity and pauses it. I'll use this opportunity to catch up with chat. Yeah, Harbinger Requiescat Tempache. Yeah, apparently he is Zereth. We never knew it. Even the prequel comic doesn't cover it, but I guess there was a secret he would only tell Lara in a death situation. Harbinger, remember the first time he played this, you thought he meant a whole toolbox. Turns out it was just a wrench and maybe a hammer. He's got to include himself in that too. I mean, I do have sympathy for the character dying, don't get me wrong, but my meme brain is just like, you know, he was a tool as well. Yeah, Lucinda, he got a smooch from Lara. Harbinger, did the stream die along with Lara? No. No, this is actually on purpose, Harbinger. Or what I should have really said is I'm manipulating time for you to make it seem like it is. But no, it's simply because I haven't pressed the the button to do this. So what I'm going to do is not do the full thing on purpose. Because I've already gotten the death from being blown up by the explosions in this part, but I haven't actually gotten the death from not getting out of there in time on the rope. So I'm treating this as a failing the QTE death. I'm not even holding it. I'm not even holding the button down, and she made it. Aww. Like seriously, I just pressed the button and let go. Didn't hold it, and the game was like... So the game lied to me. It said hold!
I can't let anyone else die.
Should have said press. Give this game 0 out of 10 now. Just kidding. Oh well, the game wouldn't let me die on the zipline. I love the rope ascender. In Rise of the Tomb Raider, you need to find enough ancient coins to go to the supply shack and buy it from this dude who's defecting from Trinity. And in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the only way you can actually get the rope ascender is if you actually go to one of the side mission givers in Shadow of the Tomb Raider to unlock the ability to speak to a few characters that are part of the side mission. However, one of those characters that spawns only when you're actually activated that side mission is actually a merchant. And after you've done that side mission, the merchant randomly appears in different locations of the game randomly. And you can actually buy stuff from them. And it's from that person that you can buy the rope ascender. So in this game, they give it to you. In the second game, they give you a bit of, you have to do a bit of work yourself to get it. And then in the third one, they're like, nah, you have to spend like all this time. Because if you don't know exactly where the characters are located, the time you take to find them could be added on top of all that. Harbinger, it's working now. Yeah, well, it actually froze on purpose, Harbinger. Because, did you hear my voice though? If you didn't hear my voice, then I can understand, but literally the game didn't progress unless I pressed the square button to make Lara go up the zipline. Zereth, Rise of the Dead Raider. That's true. I should do a playthrough of Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow and just try to get all the deaths or die as many things and see if there's probably other things I could have done in this game as well, like anytime there was a fire hazard to kill myself and all that kind of stuff. So this is in no way comprehensive, but alright, so going back into this other location, I need to get the falling from a height death.
old logbooks.
Months of excavation has at last yielded new information concerning the weather patterns gripping this island. The tomb of an important general dating from the Kamakura period was discovered in our coastal dig site. This discovery is the missing piece of the puzzle. It will allow us to finally gain control of the storms.
I like to let this one play. I didn't in the Phase 2 playthrough because that was just music only. And by this point, I'd already looked at one of these journal entry things and gotten the music in that phase. But yeah, I usually like to let this play because it's one of those ones where it automatically goes straight into it without you needing to interact because it's actually part of the cutscene. But you can skip it, of course. Like, as soon as it starts to play, you can actually get out of it. But it's the only point in the game where the game is like, hey, you must go into this screen without a choice. But you do get a choice to skip out of it if you want to. Zereth, Lara will be like, just let me die.
Ancient ruins in the old base. Control over the storms. I need answers.
Alright, we need to get a death in this location from falling from a great height. So before we move on, I'm gonna get that. Just need to get up high enough. Here he goes. There we go. Alright. So now that we've finally gotten that type of death in this location, we'll continue on back to Shipwreck Beach. Alright, something I want to do while I think of it. Actually, I can't do it yet, so I'll do it later.
Place is
Get my sight!
Alright, so in phase 2, when I wanted to actually do this part and hear the music for it, I accidentally died. So what I'm going to do, just so I can get it as part of the actual overall celebration of this game's 10th anniversary, what I'm going to do for this part only, in this phase, is turn the volume of the sound effects and dialogue back to 0, because this next sequence isn't tied to the actual... This next bit of music isn't tied to the actual sound effects and dialogue volume like it is for a lot of other bits of music. There we go. Finally, in the overall playthrough, I got that to happen without dying. Because if you die, that music doesn't play. Yeah, listen, it's always good to be able to get something to work right. Because even though this is a different phase, it's still all part of the same overall celebration playthrough, so it's definitely good to get it quote-unquote on record on its own. Zareth, Lara, B, Land, and Gorp. Exactly.
Lara!
When we heard the explosion, we thought...
Alex. He was still on the ship.
Seems anyone caught with you has a pretty low survival rate.
Reyes,
Better keep your distance, then.
let's just eat, okay? Those bastards went quiet, but it doesn't mean they're gonna stay that way. If I'm going to die in this place, I'm not gonna do it hungry. Save a man's stomach, save his soul.
Finally, a little positivity. Once Reyes finishes the boat, we'll be back to civilization in no time. And what a tale we'll have to tell.
A tale? I hope I never hear Himiko's name again.
We can take the boat out at high tide.
No, we can't.
Don't start that bullshit again, Lara.
Lara isn't the only one who thinks we're trapped, Reyes. Matthias may be insane, but he was certain about it. I saw it in his eyes.
He thinks resurrecting Himiko is the key to getting off this island.
God, it sounds crazy. This whole place is crazy. These storms aren't natural. We have to face that.
She's right. When that storm hit the Endurance, I felt it. Something dark, something alive. This place is cursed.
Where are you going? There are ruins beneath that old base in the cliffs. Something in there led them to believe they could control the storms. I've got to find out what they discovered.
Once we're ready to leave, we're leaving. Whether you're back or not.
I won't leave without you.
In this phase of the playthrough, when Lara says to Reyes, people who are near you seem to have a low survival rate, and Lara's like, better keep your distance then. And I'm like, Lara, how many times have you died and come back to life? Even you yourself have to keep your distance from yourself.
If I'm going to get to the ritual chamber in that monastery, we need to fix that boat. I don't know how I'm going to convince the others to take it inland rather than off this island, but I have to find a way. Reyes won't be easy. she wants to get back to her daughter, and she's in pain over Roth. We all are. I still don't know exactly why Matthias wanted Sam in the first place, but it doesn't matter. She's back with us now. She's safe.
I just remembered there was something I wanted to do. Okay, let's have a look. Tombs, one of one there. Coastal forest, yeah. Mountain temple doesn't have a tomb. There's 2 tombs in Mountain Village, and that's where one is that I haven't gone into. So I think that might be the tomb I haven't gone into. I need to go into that tomb to get any deaths possible, because I'm treating each challenge tomb as its own separate individual location that I need to get certain deaths of Lara within. They're such a nice team, mate. Once we're ready, we're leaving with or without you. Be like, in this situation, it'd be like, well, good luck. Good luck with that. I think it's this part.
Nope. What do you think? I don't know.
No, I don't think it's this part. Went too far ahead. Alright, so I've been in the challenge tomb that's up there somewhere. So that's not the one that I need to go to. Hey there, Alessandra. This game holds up really well. I think so too. Yeah, I really like this game. What the hell? There we go. That's better. Alessandra, first time you played it on Xbox, your first achievement outside of story was 10 headshots. Oh, nice. Cool. The first time I played this at all was the Xbox 360 version. However, I didn't go far in because I decided to wait until I had the Xbox One. And so my first actual playthrough was when the game came out on Xbox One. Or rather, when I got it on Xbox One, I should say. Now, there are some challenge tombs in this game that I haven't completed, but I went into because I'm treating them as a separate location to get deaths in. So there might be... This challenge tomb might be one I've actually gone into, but never finished because I wasn't concerned about that. Oh yeah, Sandra, the only one you finished 100%. Yeah, I like 100%ing this game. Same with Rise and Shadow. Yeah, I have gone here, that's right. So I've gone to this tomb. I'm just going to complete it for the sake of getting it marked off as a tomb that I've done. Or actually, I won't bother because I hate this tomb. Yeah, scratch that. I won't bother, I hate this tomb. Alright, so there's another tomb in this overall area. There's two. So it looks like that I did go to both of them. It's just that I only did one of them. I was disappointed too because there's no different kind of death from being blown away by the wind. Like by jumping into it. If you jump into a heavy gale of wind, you just drop straight down. Alessandra, you find Tomb Raider's hard to get 100%, but you love the games. Yeah. Yeah, overall, I really like each game in this trilogy, and I do like doing 100% playthroughs with them. I really like the lore that they build up with each game in what's going on in the location, you know, the inhabitants and the past events that have happened and all that kind of stuff. Sandra, usually you miss like one hidden tomb here or there in these games. Yeah. Yeah, that can be annoying too later if you're trying to find it. Alright, so Shantytown, the tombs, there's two tombs. There's one tomb that I went in, which I know for sure, but I'm just trying to think what is the other tomb that's here that I might have missed in Shantytown. Alright, so I got the tomb near the helicopter, so it can't be that one. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so I went into that tomb. Oh yeah, that's right. I've been to the other tomb now too. That's right. The tomb that's in this part of Shantytown is where you go underground. Like you go down into it underground, and then that other one. Alright, so I've covered those tombs. Alright, so there's one more tomb in this location that I need to go into. And we can now since I've got the required upgrade for it. It's an upgrade that you can't get before a certain point in the story. Alessandra officially passed 1,000 hours on Transport Fever 2. Well, that's a lot. That's good. So is there any achievements related to the amount of hours and stuff? This one, here we go. Hey there, tall. Hope it's going good. Alright, let's have a look in this challenge tomb and see which ways we can make Lara die in. Oh really, Tall? You've had a good week and it's been sunny too? Nice. That's good. It's always good when the weather is how you want it.
This cave was once a place of worship.
Alright, any water death spots? Doesn't look like it. That's pretty high up, relatively, but it's not high enough to die from a fall from. Let's have a look. They are tall, yeah, I've already got those, thankfully, for the PlayStation. So I won't have any of the issues that I do with the Xbox console streaming from it. Okay, that's a zip line which won't kill us, but we're near the prompt, so Lara will automatically jump to it. Damn it. Don't think there's a way to die from falling. But just to be sure, I'll try a different way to test if we can die from falling. Right, let's test it. Don't think it'll happen. No. Alright. I'm not going to spend more time on this. Alright, so we can't find a way to kill Lara in this location. Fair enough. So you finished Dark Souls 3 in your Dark Souls journey. You played Dark Souls 1 and 2 and 3 back to back. Amazing games, you really enjoyed them, and the tough boss fights. That's good. Especially games with the reputation that they have. It's good that you enjoyed yourself and were able to get fun out of the difficulty and the challenge. I'd like to get to From Software games eventually, but I'd like to start with Demon Souls if I could. I know you don't have to, as far as Dark Souls is concerned, and most certainly you don't have to play Demon Souls or Dark Souls to play their other games like Sekiro and all that, but what I mean to say is I would rather start my From Software experience starting with their first game, unless there's a game before Demon Souls that they made. Hey there, Ryu. Welcome back, dude. Real life has been kicking your ass lately. Sorry to hear about that, Ryu. You know, it's really tough when that happens. I hope that things start looking up for you very soon. the next area that we need to go to eventually will be where we have to do a few more dying. Thanks for redeeming that, Alessandra. Let's go to the campsite. Basically, a care coordinator has been coming to your apartment every weekday so that you can be more active in the day. Well, that's good, Ryu, that you're having someone that can help you out and give you support. It will definitely make a huge difference to have that help. So I'm glad that you've got that helping you and that they're there for you. So, Alessandra, which outfit would you like? You can either choose yourself, of course, or streamer's choice, but I'm definitely more than happy to select each one so you can get a look at what are available. Hey there, Barnes. How's things going for you? It's a shame in this game they don't give you an actual image of what Lara will look like with the outfit unless you select it and then exit out. So which would you like, Alessandra? Do you want me to choose, or is there one that you have in mind? Did you want me to cycle through each one and show you what they are to help you decide, or what would you like? In the meantime, I'll redeem that for you, Harbinger. Scene reenactment of Schwarzenegger. There we go. Let's go to that screen because I have less audio. What kind of metabolism do they have? What's their growth rate? They're lethal at 8 months. And I do mean lethal. I've hunted most things that can hunt you. But the way these things move, fast for a biped, cheetah speed, 50, 60 miles an hour if they ever got out into the open. And they're astonishing jumpers. Yes, yes, yes. That's why we're taking extreme precautions. Do they show intelligence? With their brain cavity, they show extreme intelligence, even problem-solving intelligence. Especially the big one. We bred 8 originally, but when she came in, she took over the pride and killed all but 2 of the others. That one, when she looks at you, you can see she's working things out That's why we have to feed them like this. She had them all attacking the fences when the feeders came. But the fences are electrified though, right? That's right. But they never attack the same place twice. They were testing the fences for weaknesses. Systematically. They remember. Thanks for redeeming that, Harbinger. That's from Jurassic Park. Okay, so since no response from Alessandra about the outfit change, I'm just going to change it to a different outfit than what we've got. View, because it's been a while, you uploaded some stuff to the Discord. No worries, View. I'll definitely check that out soon. Maxi! Hey there, dude. Hey, hope you're doing well. Just thought you'd drop by shortly, but got to head off as you just arrived in Malaysia with limited Wi-Fi waiting for your connecting flight to go home. That's totally understandable, Maxi. It's really good to see you in chat again. I hope that you've had a great time. And I hope things went great, and I hope that you're going to have a great flight back home as well. Thank you so much, dude, for the 19 months in a row. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that, dude. I really appreciate it. And it's going really good. This is the last stream for this celebration playthrough, and then next week I'll be starting my Tomb Raider annual playthrough, starting with the OG 96 game. Oh, you did, Maxi? Congratulations, that's awesome. That's great news, Maxi. Congratulations to both of you. That's great news. Oh, excellent. So next year, nice. That is really, really cool, Maxi. I definitely wish both of you the very best as well. That's awesome. Oh yeah, so this is still classified as Shipwreck Beach. Maxi, cheers dude, felt like the right time, was nervous asking the parents permission but they are super chill. That is totally understandable too, to have those nerves about that, Maxi, as well, because you just never know. but it's great that you've got their blessing and that they're going to be supporting the both of you as well. Right, going to head off. Enjoy Tomb Raider and the rest of your stream. Much love all. I definitely will, Maxi. Thanks again for stopping in. Really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a safe rest of your trip back home. And thank you so much. I definitely will. Enjoy. Hasn't been a death for a while, but this is still Shipwreck Beach.
What the hell are we doing here? This fucking owning in that tomb? Calm down. We got orders from the men. Help me out here! It's too much! He's killing us all!
In this phase of the playthrough, getting deaths on purpose, it feels weird to go for an extended time without any situations that I need to get deaths in. Location unknown. Even though the game is saying location unknown, I know they're in different locations. So what I'll do is get or try to get a death from falling in this new location. Or not. Well, that didn't go as planned.
Were these...
Alright, let's try this again. That's right, I can't, because we can't get back up there yet. Anyway, there might be another spot in this location where I can die from fall damage. Okay, Ryu, I'm going to have a look at Discord and see what you've posted recently. That's an interesting view with Sub-Zero and Scorpion. That symbol of Sub-Zero's as well. What's that actually from? It's a good idea to have the dragon logo on Liu Kang's bandana as well. Or headband, I mean. Not bandana. Damn it. Couldn't die from that height.
Keep it down. Only you're here. Yeah. You want him to find us? Just shut up. Keep your eyes open for the girl.
Alright, so this whole area here has a lot to it, so I can still get the combat death. Alessandro, you got to say, Rod, having an RTX 4080 is awesome. Yeah, I remember you saying a few times that what new stuff you've got. It's definitely amazing.
The tomb must be in the lower levels.
Let's see if this is a spot where I can get a death from fall damage.
The elevator is jammed. I'm on the right track. Just need to figure out a way to drop the elevator with more force.
Alessandra, each game is at least 4K 60 FPS Ultra even with ray tracing on. Well, that's good. Sounds like you're getting the most out of it. Barnes, you like the tombs? Mostly. Yeah. Yeah. My least favourite tomb is the one where you have all the wind and you got to get the timing of opening the shutters right with the timing of the platform tied with the rope or whatever it's tied with, you know, and getting that to work in tandem with it. It's just so annoying. Whoops. Already had it. It's the right spot. Alessandra, your least favourite is in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that spinning climb thing up. Oh, you mean the one that's got all the fire and stuff? Or do you mean the one that's got the two sides you need to sort out and you got these big spike spinning things on each side? I'll get a death from fall damage in this location soon. Just want to sort this part out first to get the checkpoint. That way when we do die, I don't have to redo this part again.
I think that did the trick.
Alright, now to die from fall damage. Or dying. From falling. There we go. It's been a while in the stream since we had a death. But there's many more yet to still come. The Eagle Trail. Ah, yes. Yeah, that one. That can be a pain. Alright, I'm going to get the combat death now.
Need some help! Shit! Get up there! Good work!
There we go, so that's a combat death in a new location.
Whoa, hey, what was that? Hello? Hey! Huh?
Since I've got the combat death in with these guys, it means that for this next combat situation I don't have to worry about getting it. You always die on the Eagle Trail? Yeah, it's definitely a challenging part. It's so annoying
This is it.
when you die in there.
These figures. Warriors. They're in Himiko's tomb. They protected her. And is this you? Were you some kind of general? You committed seppuku. But why? It's beautiful. It's still sharp.
I have failed, my queen. The ritual was corrupted. The priestess knew only death could save her and took her own life. Now the first and last queen lives a half-life, a soul in a decaying body. Her rage became the storms and will not stop while her soul is tied to this earth. My storm guard are sworn to protect her. They must continue, but I cannot.
The soul is trapped in a decaying body. That's what's causing the storms. To stop the storms, we need to destroy the body in the ritual chamber. How the hell am I going to convince the others?
Alessandra is still sharp. Really? A Lord of the Rings reference.
She's in the old tomb.
Shit! I've got to get out of here.
Hang on. It's worth doing it for this phase. Death by fire in this location. Alright, so we've got dying from fire in that location. I don't know if I've done that for every single location that has fire in it, and fire that can kill you, but I'm not going to bother going back through each area in the game. This isn't a playthrough where every single death literally is going to be shown, so there's going to be ones that I missed and stuff. I had a feeling someone would be thinking along those lines, Zereth. But yeah, that took a bit for Lara to die there.
Lara! Where the hell are you? Oh no, what's happening?
We're under attack! We need help!
Damn it! No! I've got to get back there.
Alright, this is Shipwreck's Beach, and we've already died multiple ways here.
Reyes, you're hurt. Here.
Thanks. Seriously, I thought that was it for me.
There's no sign of them.
What happened?
During the attack, Whitman took Sam and they disappeared.
He's taken her back to Matthias.
We should have listened. I should have listened.
So what's our next move?
The boat's fixed now. We should get help.
I bet they thought that too.
Look, you were right about Whitman,
You've
but...
seen the storms. They target any craft that comes near. There were scientists here during World War II, and they believed the storms were controlled by something in a ritual chamber near the monastery. Look, I don't have all the answers, but Sam being taken, I know it's linked. And if we try to leave here without understanding why, then we'll all die. Just like the pilots. Just like Roth.
Look. Whatever's happening here, Lara deserves a shot.
We can't go back to their stronghold. It'd be suicide.
They won't take her there. They'll take her to the ritual chamber. We can use this inlet to get closer. Look, I know you want to get home to your daughter. Believe me, I do. But the fight's not over yet. I'm not asking you to believe, Reyes. I'm asking you to trust.
Okay. Let's get this thing in the water. Whenever you're ready to go, come aboard.
Alright, so this next part is the end game territory. So we're getting close to finishing the game. Alright, so I've gone to every challenge tomb in the game and I've died in those challenge tombs in ways that the challenge tomb might allow. In each location I've died from falling, I've died from getting killed in combat. There's been a different kind of combat kill I've had, like I've had melee kills in combat, I've had gunfire kills in combat, fire kills in combat, died from falling in every location, died from being swept away in the water hitting rocks, died when caught in traps upside down by both melee deaths and also deaths from being shot at while being hanging upside down. And of course failing QTEs and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to continue of course for the rest of the playthrough, but we're now at a bottleneck point where all I've got left is the actual neck of the bottle, and then once we've done that we're out of the bottle completely, and that analogy ends meaning we've broken free from the bottle completely, meaning we've finished the playthrough. But yeah, this is the bottleneck situation, or part of the game. Harbinger, can't believe that even with almost 140 deaths, the playthrough is almost over. That's true, Harbinger, yeah. You know, and there's probably been some contexts of dying that I've missed in each location, but I think I've been, you know, pretty good for a first attempt at this kind of thing anyway. Getting as many deaths as I have in different contexts and situations and different kinds of deaths and all that kind of stuff.
Lara, what do you expect to find in there?
Do you really want to know?
No, but you should tell me anyway.
There's the soul of an ancient Sun Queen trapped in a dead body. Her rage is what's causing these storms. If we destroy the body, the storms will stop.
Right. And why does Matthias want Sam?
I don't know. And that's what's scaring me the most. Look, I know this is a crazy plan.
Yeah, it is. But right now, crazy is all we got. So let's do this.
Let's go.
No. I'll need you and Reyes to guard the main entrance while I go in after Sam.
You're going in there alone?
More people means more danger of being spotted. I need you here taking out as many of those bastards as you can. It won't just be the Solari either. There'll be others. Samurai, the Queen's Storm Guard. Look, anything that's not me or Sam, shoot it.
My little bird. This isn't goodbye. I'm not gonna say goodbye.
We got your back, Lara.
Do you need to do this for all three games in the trilogy, Piranhas and Eels? Yeah, I was saying earlier that it'd be funny if a new speed... Well, I say this because I haven't actually looked to see if there is, but if there isn't, it'd be funny to see a new speed run category for games where it's not about getting through the game from start to finish as quick as you can on its own. It's about dying in as many ways possible as you go through the game in as many different ways the game lets you die. So die from falling, die from being shot, die from being, mauled by an animal or whatever, So it'd be cool if that was like a new thing. See who could get through the game the quickest while still covering all those kinds of deaths. Lucinda, okay, Rod, it's time for you to get your day started. I hope you have a great rest of your stream. Thank you so much, Lucinda, for being here. I definitely will. I hope that you have a great start to your stream. Thank you so much for your support. Would like to highly recommend people check out Lucinda's channel, if you haven't before. Is doing a playthrough of Hades. Upcoming on the channel will be A Plague Tale Requiem. The other game that Lucinda has going at the moment is Assassin's Creed 2 on Mondays and Tuesdays. She's actually going through all the mainline entries in the series every Monday and Tuesday for her first time ever. So highly recommend checking out for that content. Is also a fan of Dishonored as well as the Resident Evil series. A great streamer, great community. So highly recommend. And that's absolutely no worries at all for the shout out, Lucinda. More than happy to give you one. Harbinger, you heard that earlier, but you weren't thinking of a speed run. Yeah. I just wanted to segue back to talking about that as an add-on to what you were referring to. But yeah, to be specific, doing a playthrough where it's just die as many times to as many things, that would definitely be something that I wouldn't mind doing with the other games in this series. New location, which means... death from dying. Death from dying. Death from falling.
The monastery. They wait only to be introduced to their new queen by the one who brought her back to us.
Of course. I've encountered these archaic tribes before. Let's get some more words, James.
What is he doing?
My name is Dr. James Whitman. I come to you in peace. I bring you your new queen.
Oh no.
Your queen. What is it in Japanese? Your Joe. My
Yeah, Harbinger. Dead Whitman. Yeah, Ryu's like, yay! I had a look at your post as well in the Discord, and the dragon emblem on Liu Kang's headband, I really like that, and the symbol on Sub-Zero, where's that actually from? Ah, so the symbol is the Lin Kuei. I gotcha. It reminded me of the, what's that? Is it the nucleus or atoms or something? Particles? Reminded me of that kind of thing. Alright, new location.
The Storm Guard. Still protecting their queen after all these years.
Now it's time to die from being caught. Well, that's a combat death. Because you can just wait till they go past. Thanks for redeeming that, Alessandra. When I can, I'll change it. Review Street Fighter 6 just came out and you're thinking of buying it today. However, you don't own a PS5 yet, but you will get it by your birthday. Oh, so it just came out. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't actually have a look, but when I was looking at Twitch streamers and stuff, I saw some people playing it, as in the thumbnail, and they had the character creation thing open. So that's interesting that there's character creation with it. Is that the first Street Fighter game to bring that into it? As in, you know, like change what your character looks like, their face, their, you know, eyes, their nose, their mouth, you know, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, they've had games where you can change the outfit. Yeah, 19, it definitely is. There's definitely a lot of brutal ones. In yesterday's stream, there was a death where Lara was hanging upside down in a trap, and she had already died, but as a final thing, the character actually got their pickaxe out and slit her throat. And I was like, holy shit. Like, that's the most sadistic death that I've seen in this game, where an enemy would actually do that to someone who's already dead. Like, it's like, she's already dead, dude. But he went the extra mile and was like, slit throat. That was very, very brutal. Alessandra, I guess she's not strong enough in this outfit. Yeah, it needs some Kevlar body armor. Alright, let's reveal ourselves here.
Oh shit.
So it does for you? I got it. Cool, so that's cool. We can do a bit of customization. Yeah, 19. That was very brutal, that one. Street Fighter 6 definitely looks and feels like it has more of a street hip-hop aesthetic to it, putting the street in Street Fighter. Yeah, well that's the thing, I guess, too. After so many games in that series, finding ways to sort of like make things different. 19, this one you always wondered about, satisfying. Yeah, I've never actually died in this part, I don't think, ever. So you're hoping for a flight simulator sale on stream soon. Oh yeah, on Steam soon. I wonder if there's anything different about the death if we fall from here. No, it's just the same. I won't count that one because it's exactly the same. Just wanted to test to cover my bases.
Oh shit.
Yep, so from what you saw, the gameplay is largely unchanged, aside from some new mechanics and tweaks, of course. Oh, I gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I guess there's only so much you can do with a fighting game franchise and still keep it relevant and at the same time still make it what makes that franchise its own franchise, you know what I mean? In comparison to other franchises of the same genre. It really is the meaning of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Exactly, you know. There's just certain things in games that don't need fixing. People might not like the thing, but that doesn't mean it's because it doesn't work. And objectively, it might still be a good thing to have. So I'm counting that one because any time the game prompts me to press a button to prevent something from happening, I have to let it go and then count it as a death. So even though the actual way of dying was the same, I count that one because I had to fail that quote-unquote QTE. I mean, it still is technically a QTE, but it's not a QTE in the sense of a sequence of them you have to get right. But I had to count that one. Do you want to live enough to transfer your consciousness into a T-800 and have Arnie's voice? Well, Elon Musk, I think, is working towards that end. But I don't know if I could trust technology like that. Zereth, if it ain't broke, then the devs didn't do their jobs right. That's Ubisoft's motto. There's a death from dying in that section at that point. You do feel it's interesting how Street Fighter keeps its gameplay style. Mortal Kombat often changes its style every game or so. Yeah, that's the other thing too about each franchise, you know, and the things that it does differently and stuff. Even though he barely talks in Terminator 1, this is so true. Thanks for redeeming the random Assassin's Creed character quote. Just stop watching the Terminator movies after the third one. I don't blame you at all, for sure. You're not really missing out on much by not watching the other ones after that point. Okay, so here we go. Beggars, whores, addicts, lepers, do they strike you as proper slaves? Unfit for even the most menial tasks? No. I took them not to sell, but to save, and yet you'd kill us all, for no other reason than it was asked of you. No. You profit from the war, from lives lost and broken. Yes, you would think that, ignorant as you are. Wall off your mind, eh? They say it's what your kind do best. Do you see the irony in all this? No, not yet it seems. But you will. So that's a portion of a whole big-ass conversation between Altair and Talal, one of your targets in Assassin's Creed 1. Really, the only great Terminator movies are 1 and 2. Yeah, they're definitely hard to beat, those ones. I still don't know which out of the two I like the best, though, but they're so great. Zereth, Lara be like, but I'm not dead yet. That's right, she's like, hang on. Alright, so we've already died in this location from combat. So I don't have to do it again. I'm not going to count that death because I wasn't actually wanting to, because I don't need to, because we've already got a combat death in this location. Hey there, Sherbot. Welcome on in. I hope things are going well. Sorry about the wait on the outfit change, Alessandra. I'll definitely grab that as soon as I can when we get to the next fireplace. You, whenever you're awake for the ending hours of Rod streams, wow, you're up early. How's the stream going, friend? Oh, it's going great, Sherbot. We're almost at the end of the whole 10th anniversary celebration playthrough of this game. But yeah, it's going really good. How about yourself? So, Alessandra, is there any particular outfit you'd like to...
I found one that general talked about a soul in a decaying body being the cause of the storms. I know he must be talking about the last Sun Queen, but I don't understand what Himiko has to do with this. She was the first queen. Somehow Matthias thinks Sam's connected, and that can't be good. Damn you, Whitman, you'll do anything for a story. I know the answer is inside that ritual chamber, but getting to it won't be easy. The Storm Guard are devoted to guarding it. I know I have to do this. I'm so scared of what I'm going to find in there.
So the tank top one, Alessandra, no problem at all. So you've got the default one. There's also another variation, I think, on that as well, or I thought there was. Is it this one? Yeah, so do you want this one with the tank top, or the default one with the tank top? So the default one? Oh, so both are fine? Alright, so I'll stick with this one. This one will be okay?
I'm sad they made a mess of my game, precious. Oh yes, my precious. A mess, my precious. Gollum, Gollum, Gollum.
Yeah, it's so funny. I'm not going to buy it straight away, but I will eventually still buy that game and play it, because I think I would be remiss not to do a playthrough of that game at least once on stream, especially with the Gollum impressions being a thing on the channel. Terminator is certainly one of those franchises that suffered more or less the same fate as Star Wars. You had groundbreaking movies early on, then around the early 2000s you had continuations that are mostly divisive, but the continuations from the 2000s are certainly better than what followed. Yeah, that's true, you know, and different people involved and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, it's just the way that things go. Sherbot, you're extremely excited, which is why you're up so early. Oh, excellent. You have your offer call today in like 3 hours. Well, fingers crossed, Sherbot, for you with that. I hope that you get some great news. Really, the more modern installments are soft reboots that shit on the characters, particularly Luke and John Connor. Yeah, you know, I think Sarah Connor was wasted in Dark Fate as well. Alessandra, you love classic Lara. To you, Lara in tank top is sexy. You wait for a good sale. Yeah, that's definitely fair as well, to really like classic Lara. I'm a fan of both. And that's definitely good to wait for a sale. You have no idea, Zereth. Just want to test it, but we have a big gust of wind here. Let's see if it does any different. No. Alright, so even when there's strong gusts of wind in this game, it won't do anything different to Lara when she jumps off an edge. So I'm not going to count that death, because we've already gotten a death from falling in this part of the game. Alessandra, you want to play Gollum, but you wait till it's like 20 euros or so, not worth more. That's definitely a good idea as well. No point in paying more for it if you don't feel like it's worth that. Yeah, Ryu. Yeah. Ryu, Lara's definitely going to need a shower after this. That is for sure. Absolutely, especially after all this. So here's the current amount of times I've made Lara die in this playthrough. 141. So let's see if we can make 150 before the playthrough's finished. I mean, technically I could make that easy by just jumping off the thing and counting it each time, but I'm not going to do that because we've already gotten the falling from a great height in the Chasm Stronghold area. But when we reach the next area, then there'll be more opportunities to die from falling. And I think we've already got the dying from combat as well. Alessandri, once saw a friend play Tomb Raider without allowing any deaths. To die was to restart. Your rage quit the challenge when he died in the last tomb was painful. Yeah, I definitely don't blame them for having that reaction, even that far in. You know, like I've done a no death with this game, Rise and Shadow now, and yeah, it can definitely take a lot out of you having to restart all the way back at the start again. And sometimes you get deaths that only happen because you are pressuring yourself and you have that pressure on yourself to get through, and you make mistakes that you might not normally make and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I definitely can relate to that. Player 1, AVDS, thank you so much for using your Prime sub. Thank you so much for that, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope things are going good. Well, thank you so much, Player One, and that's definitely understandable too, as well. But thank you so much for deciding to use it for my channel. I really do appreciate that, and thank you for your feedback too. I'm glad that you enjoy as well. We're almost done with this playthrough, and then next Thursday I'm going to be starting my annual Tomb Raider playthrough. So we'll be going back to the original 1996 Tomb Raider, and every Thursday and Friday I'll be covering those. Going to be playing Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, Last Revelation, Chronicles, Angel of Darkness, Anniversary, Legend, Underworld, this game again, Rise, and then Shadow. So that's what's coming up in terms of Tomb Raider stuff once this playthrough is finished. Nice, Player One, that's cool. That's definitely also extra good as well. Thank you so much for that. There's nothing really I want to upgrade anymore, so... But we're in a new location, so I need to find other ways of dying to cover. Alright, so straight away, let's cover dying from a great height. That's if I can get high enough in a spot that will kill us, that is. Maybe if I open this up, that'll... Nah, I don't think that will. Yeah, wrong side, Rod. Duh. Alright, so... We can probably... Will it kill me if... It probably... Hang on. Let's try this. There we go. That covers that. Alessandra, you're so happy right now. Your best friend who lives on the other side of the country is coming for a visit tonight. Oh, nice. That's cool. Especially if they live so far away as well. Alessandra, yeah, really happy to see him and his wife again. Well, I hope you all have a great time and that the time doesn't go too quickly as well. It's always good when time goes slow when you're enjoying enjoying things.
Need to get up there somehow.
Alright, that takes care of that.
I can make this jump. The Sun Queens. The fire ritual where the queen chooses her successor. Chosen priestess enters the monastery. And she's given your power and becomes the new queen. Wait a minute.
Many have given up their souls willingly for this gift.
Now the first and last queen lives a half-life, a soul in a decaying body.
Vessels. It's not transferring power. It's transferring a soul. All these queens, they're all... you. Himiko. First and last. Oh God. And now you want Sam. Well, you're not getting her.
Alessandra, he lives close to your dad.
A vessel for the Queen's soul. I've got to stop this madness.
But you moved around country to be close to your mom's family. Oh, that's understandable too as well. To have to do something like that. Player 1, you maybe want to play Tomb Raider again so badly. You'll finish your playthrough of AC Odyssey and then you're diving in. Oh, hell yeah. That's cool. Yeah, there's so many great games in this series. There's definitely at least one game for everyone, I think. But that's cool that you'll be jumping back to those. And I hope that your playthrough of Odyssey is going well. Well, I don't know, Alessandra, as long as you're not paying the exact same price again, as long as you're getting them on, you know, cheaper for what you got them before. Now I need to die from combat in this new location. We've already covered dying from falling. Alright, so there's no opportunity in that area that we just passed to die from combat. So now that we're in a new area, we need to die from falling again. And then when we find combat we can die from, grab that. I didn't really want to get that. Fuck. Reduces the damage of the friggin' rifle. Wasn't looking properly at it. I mean, when you bought your new graphics card, you thought about finally getting to play all the games you love maxed out, not about what might come in the future. Yeah, that's totally fair as well. You just don't know sometimes what might happen with previous versions that you prefer as well. Alright, new area, so let's jump off if we can and fall from dying. Alright, based on that cutscene, I'm going to turn the sound effects and dialogue down again. I had it optimal on my Xbox version of this, but now that I'm streaming it on the PlayStation from here on out for the rest of time, I need to make an adjustment. Because yeah, this is way too loud, especially when you hear like the winds and stuff in that cutscene. Alright, died in that area from fire. Ooh. Falling into lava in that location. There we go, dying from a QTE fail.
Lara, watch out! Those bastards are heading your way. We did everything we could to slow them down.
Thanks, Rose. Get to the boat. If I'm not back...
We're not leaving without you. We'll be waiting.
Now hang on, Rod, was that a QTE that I instinctually just did? I'm still going to count that, even though a button prompt didn't appear. I'll still count that as dying from failing to do a action in a dire situation. Sorry chat, I will catch up in a moment. Just want to get to somewhere where I'm not having all these sound effects from the game overpowering my own voice. Damn. Interesting. That QTE only happened because I was spamming the button to do it. So I don't have to worry about counting that one. Weird why that prompt only appears when you're spamming the button, not if you just don't press anything. Alright, new location. Catch up with chat. Alright, so what I might do is disable that outfit redemption now, but can definitely still redeem that one for you though, Alessandra. But I'll make that the last one for the stream, because we'll run out of places eventually to even change the outfit. Anyway, Alessandra, people are always like, you got to do future-proof, but you're like, you prefer to have an awesome experience in games you know you love and play again and again. Yeah, and I guess too sometimes for people it just depends on what the future proofing entails, you know, and maybe for some a remaster is adequate enough, but maybe for others a remaster is not something that they should bother about, that they prefer to keep the original version still available, which is understandable too. 19, you always thought Sam would have hypothermia by now. You would think so, wouldn't you? Like, holy shit. All the exposure and that stuff. Hey there, Ronnie. Welcome on in, dude. Hope it's going good. Fire is bad. Lava is even worse. It sure is. Yeah, 19. Getting close, I think. Yeah, almost at 150 deaths. I'm sure that we will. I've got a feeling that we will. There's still some moments and situations left to die in. GS. Lava. Lara. Laha. She won't be going ha after that. Alessandra, you mean you never know what games they make years in advance, and if you like them, but you know your favorite games that you'll replay and replay again and again. That's understandable as well, you know, that's for sure. So other tank top, no worries at all, Alessandra, we can do that. Ronnie, things are going well? Excellent, dude. Glad to hear that things are going great. New location, which means we have to fall to our death. Yeah, Alessandra, that's right. It's come full circle now. Hang on, did this... I did dying here moved us. Oh, that's right, this is the spot. I'm not going to count that death because I was just testing out something. I was just confused because it put me somewhere different visually based on the angle of the camera that made me think there was a different spot completely.
to this mortal coil. Pour forth and be reborn. Pour forth and awaken.
New combat situation in a new location, so we die from combat. Barnes Lara almost sounds gleeful jumping to her death. It's like, whee! There we go, death from that QTE fail. There we go, 150 deaths. Die from this dude with his regular attacks. Thanks 19, clap. I was just trying to die brutally. Alright, so we got killed from him from his standard attacks. Alright, so we don't die from failing that first QTE part. Let's see if he changes how he kills us. I'll deal with his lackeys first. Attack doesn't change much. Yeah, he just does that. Unless there's a different... I'm not going to count that one. Unless there's a different death animation from him hitting after that first phase. I'll count that as part of being... Even though they were two separate attacks, I'll still count that as dying a different way overall. That's just a similar thing. Actually, I can count that as a unique QTE fail. Even though it technically wasn't. Alright, that's all he does if you miss that QTE opportunity. And that's all that happens if you miss that one. He still dies even if you don't do that final QTE part? Interesting. Never knew that before. Curious. So that last QTE where it wants you to bash the button, you don't have to do it. Lara will still kill after that. Alright, so we still have Matthias left and QTEs to mess up with him to get more deaths. Or have I activated a glitch somehow? I think I might have. Oh no, the rod, you just need to find the way up. There we go. Alright, I don't shoot. Which doesn't kill Lara outright. Miss QTE doesn't kill Lara outright. Oh yes it does. I want to get that again but without me talking over it. Alright, the death animation was the same, but we died from a different part of the sequence, so I'm still going to count that as a death. Okay, so you can get a death by not shooting back. Cool. Alright. That's the final death of this playthrough. I mean, I could keep on going, but that would not be good because the idea was to only die in different situations at least once. Not die in the same way over and over again and count each one. Because obviously I could decide to just do that all day. But yeah, that's the final death from doing something in the game, or not doing something.
I made you a promise. Let's get you home.
Thanks for the GGs, 19.
There's Lara! She's got Sam! She did it.
I think she's going to be okay.
What happened up there?
It's over. We can go now.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
I've been so blind, so naive. For years, I resented my father, doubted him like the rest. But he was right about so much. I just wish I could tell him that now. There are so many mysteries that I once dismissed as mere stories, but the line between our myths and truth is fragile and blurry. I need to find answers. I must understand.
Making me waffles before her ballet class.
Need anything? Don't really know what happened to you on that island. Judging from those wounds and that look in your eyes, I'm guessing I don't want to know. Anyway, we'll be home soon.
I'm not going home.
Thanks for redeeming that, Harbinger. We must stop him from regenerating. Who opened that chest? Well, there was me, and Daniel's here. Oh, and Burns, of course. And that Egyptologist fella. What about my buddy, Benny? Nah, he scrammed out of the air before we opened the damn thing. Yeah. He was the smart one. Well, yeah, that sounds like Benny. That's from The Mummy, from 1999. We hope you enjoyed playing Tomb Raider. We have worked our hardest to bring you the best game we could possibly make. Thank you for taking the time to complete our game. Absolutely no worries. I didn't first play this all the way through in 2013, but I did play the Xbox 360 version a little bit in 2013, but decided that I would rather wait till I had an Xbox One and then get the game on that to actually experience it all the way through. So when I eventually did, I was able to, but that wasn't until 2016. So it took a little bit to finally get to this game when I did, but I've definitely enjoyed playing this. Even when I was doing that playthrough a few years back, doing a no-death challenge where it was very annoying and frustrating and had to restart the game from the start 23 times before I got through from start to finish without dying. Even enjoyed the game then, so as per their message at the top of the credits, I definitely have enjoyed playing this game. And more than that, playing this game at least once a year, but more than that sometimes, doing different things. And so at the end of Phase 3, 156 deaths. So that's by no means representative of how many deaths can be done, because there's probably some variations, combinations, and other kinds of circumstances and variables that you can die from that I haven't showcased. But I tried to be as thorough as I possibly could, and so whenever I got to a new location, we jumped off of something to die from falling. Died in combat. Died from being killed with melee weapons, once with a machete, and then once with a... yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but a pole blade thing. Got killed by one of them, which is a different thing, so I covered that. Got killed from gunfire, got killed from explosions, got killed from failing QTEs, even QTEs where it's just basically Lara getting her grip back on something as she's falling, etc. Plus died from jumping into the water and get carried away and then hit the rocks. Get killed by wild animals like the wolves. I mean, I didn't get killed by the hog, so doing that would have added an extra death, but I'm not going to start the playthrough again and get all that. 19, great watch. Sleep time, sorry for not staying to the very end. 19, that is absolutely no trouble at all. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a good rest. And also went into challenge tombs and died in various ways that were possible in those. But yeah, this is by no means a this is every death type of playthrough, but I think I gave it a good shot. So that is the end of the overall celebrations for this game's 10th anniversary. There will be another playthrough of this game this year when I'm doing my annual series playthroughs. When I get back to this one, I'll definitely be playing through this again. 19, if you don't catch another stream, have a good weekend. Thank you so much, 19, I definitely will. Same to you as well. Hope you have a good one. So starting next week is my annual Tomb Raider playthroughs every Thursday and Friday. And I'm going to be starting with the very first one in the series, the original 1996 Tomb Raider. So that's what I'm starting next Thursday. The next stream you'll see from me will be Assassin's Creed Black Flag. However, it's going to be a late start again, like this stream was. And it's going to be a short stream, but that works out really well for the timing of what I'm doing with that playthrough. I'm doing a unique playthrough of Black Flag starting Saturday for me. So if you see me streaming Assassin's Creed Black Flag, then you know it's become Saturday for me. Just want to thank everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We're going to go and raid Crocodiles, who's playing Watch Dogs 2. So I'd like to highly recommend people check out Dr. Ronnie and Mr. Gote if you haven't before, and also Lucinda as well. Dr. Ronnie is playing through Watch Dogs 1 for his first time ever. He's also a doctor and scientist in real life. He's actually wearing hats when he streams, and he changes what hat he's wearing depending on the game. Mr. Gote is playing Hunt Showdown. He's also a fan of the Ghost Recon series. He's also a big horror fan too, playing horror games in the vein of Outlast, as well as the Dark Pictures games and Until Dawn, The Quarry. And Lucinda is playing Hades, is also doing a playthrough of Assassin's Creed 2. She's going through all the Assassin's Creed games, the main ones that is, every Monday and Tuesday. And she's also a fan of Resident Evil also. Thanks for watching everyone, until next time.